Hello, my name is Daniel Hubert, and I'm the Academic Chair of Engineering Technologies at MBCC, responsible for the Building Engineering Technology programs. Welcome to our virtual tour of MBCC. On this tour, we'll be visiting two campuses that host our Building Engineering Technology programs, including the Moncton and the Fredericton campus. So on this tour, you'll be able to see our classrooms, office spaces, meeting spaces, the library commons. You'll also have an opportunity to look at some of the non-academic spaces, such as our student services centers, our food services, our student health spaces that include our gymnasium, student lounges, and other related areas. So as you'll see, all of these spaces play a key role in the student experience that our students have here at MBCC. So without further ado, enjoy the tour.
So hi, my name's Darren, and I'm one of the instructors in the department, and I'm going to take you on a little guided tour of the campus as we wander about here. So we're coming in the main entrance of the Moncton campus. Student services is on our right. Students can check in and register and get all the information about their upcoming applications. So we didn't go inside. They're usually pretty busy this time of year, getting ready for another season. I wandered over to our student union, and our Linda Legier is our representative in there who connects with students. We also have Mother Hubbard's Cupboard, which is a program we have offered the college and students that need there have some challenges with getting some food. As we wander around some of the other parts of the campus, we have a lounge area. It's just kind of everything's been pushed aside, pool table, ping pong, and usually that's quite set up and a lot of students hanging out in there, usually during a regular year. Just in behind that outside is an area where they can hang out. We usually have a barbecue pit here, and different types of functions happen throughout the year, especially on nice days. We have an area that was involved in accreditation with our trades program, and they built a nice garden, benches, our gymnasium, which gets a lot of use throughout the year. It's set up currently now for an exam testing area with social distancing. As we wander back into the main foyer, we have elevator access for all three floors, and our board has a number of activities that are planned throughout the campus. Not far from our foyer is our library. All of our students' resources and books are available here during office hours. They can also purchase online. So we're doing a little guided tour to see uh, what's available in the engineering section for books. So a lot of our published resources are here. Of course, our codes and manuals and drafting supplies. So our washrooms are all recently renovated, fully functional, full wheelchair, handicap access. Uh, as we head down to our main cafeteria area, we have a couple other resource areas for students to sit and mingle and work and study. As we head into our primary cafeteria area, also you'll pass by our gym, which is currently closed, although it's nice and clean right now. If we head down to our main cafeteria area, we also have a dining room, which some of the programs offer a catered service. But for the most part, students in their day-to-day activities, we have a large on-site cafeteria that provides most of the typical snack foods students are looking for during their studies and activity on campus. Some of the chefs are sitting there taking a break. As we wander through some of the other areas of the campus, one of our new renovated boardroom tiered is one of our new showcases for some of our larger student classrooms, fully serviced with all of the latest technologies for delivery. We have a corporate training area, which also fully furnished and capable of running all of today's gadgets and technologies. Some of those areas can also be signed and reserved by students for student activities, presentations, senior presentations, Another one of our typical style larger lecture rooms. This is our largest lecture room on campus, and it seats quite a number. We have some of our combined classes for some of our instructional periods in here. Not used as much during the year. We have our Indigenous Resource Center for our different students. We call it our Wabanaki Center. Usually our resource person is in there. It's been a little less activity during COVID. We're head into our learning commons. So we have a number of rooms, different sizes for boardroom meetings, student presentations. Our IT services is located centrally in the building to assist in connecting your laptops and devices and gadgets to our Wi-Fi and network resources. We've got 3 fellows in there that work full time in assisting students in those endeavors. We still have a few books on site. Our book section is getting smaller, less demand for the books. We still have at least a couple rows of them. A lot of students hang out in here. Some of our laptops are also available for them to use free of charge. It's some of our learning commons printing services there as well. So our boardrooms all have projector access, whiteboards, and all the presentation required mediums. Our resource specialist, Mr. Robichaud, and learning strategists are located. We have 2 individuals assigned to those tasks that sit right outside learning commons. Their doors are normally open during the day. Also, we have our halfway cafe, so students have just a quick snack or coffee before they head to class or in between classes. One of our newer additions to our campus is the E block, and it has some nice amenities, typical classroom style, no real labs in our E block, but has a lot of study areas that are mingled throughout the building, large and small, some open space, some closed door that have a little bit more privacy. Students have lots of different locations throughout E block, B block, and A block for storage of their personal clothing, so they can grab a locker. Certainly enough lockers to service the whole campus. Our ID space, that is where some of our innovation and research happens. It's a dedicated area run by Mr. MacGyver, and he has a number of research projects and outdoor agencies that come in, even local school systems to come in and present ideas and pitch ideas. Some of our typical classrooms, one of our older style, larger, mid to larger style classrooms for our civil. As we head into some of our instructor workspaces, we have a couple different styles. One we call the office, the super office. It's kind of a Carroll style approach. This particular office houses 4 of our engineering instructors. Pretty typical setup. We have some of our homeroom classrooms. As you can see, they're under a bit of a state of upgrade for wiring and doing some changes to the drop ceilings and painting. And it's a great opportunity. Our building services team has been actively doing a lot of renovations during this COVID season. It's a great opportunity to stretch their season over the entire year. Our instructors are all available. They're all behind this. This is what we call our super office. There's a number of instructors in here at times, 6 to 7, and there's a little bell system on the door. Students can access them, and they'll come to the door and discuss any issues they have. So some of our instructors have brought some of their stuff home for COVID, so wasn't too many around at the time. So our main civil hallway has most of our instructors. Also, as we call our wall of fame, a lot of our previous graduation photos from about 1970 to present hang in the hallway, and a lot of our students take great pride in returning many years later, some cases tens of years later, to explore their picture and talk about the glory days. As we migrate down that hallway, we see some of our, this is our civil technician class, a little smaller, whiteboard, overhead projector, lots of lighting. Some of our study areas in the civil department are closed. They've been using them as kind of storage areas, so pardon some of the congestion. That's normally not what it looks like. This is one of our junior classrooms, typically seats say 20 to 25 students, elevated instructor desks, overhead projectors. This is one of our other instructor areas, one of our newer styles. Some of our older instructor classrooms have 2 instructors, and they have a little bit of separation between them, a little bit more real estate, a little bit more space for some of their gadgets and display items. Our study carrels, located right in the civil department itself. So the students do a lot of their collaboration. Instructors also use those areas to do breakout sessions. So some of our dynamic communication instructors, here's one today. Mr. Chuddy is actively doing some online teaching. One of our other instructor offices, newly renovated, dual monitor, lots of space, the cabinets, print services. Across from that office is another larger style collaboration sitting area, and we'll get a more in-depth guided tour of our drafting lab. There are some other labs that are part of our technical presentation, and we'll get to those at a later point.
So this is our classroom for our seniors. It's kind of in storage mode since we aren't using it this term. But we have a plotter and printer for the students. In here, there's a smart board, a couple whiteboards, and we have another whiteboard on the back here as well. So again, this is the senior classroom. So this is our junior class and our drafting lab. So this is where our juniors typically get together. We do have a large screen TV and a couple portable whiteboards. There is also a plotter back in the corner as well for this class, and a printer over on this side as well for the students. We do have a model home and all done to scale, and that's our junior class. So this is one of our meeting rooms that we use to meet with the students, and also the students can actually use it for a study room as well. We do have a whiteboard in here and a table for them to work on, and that's about it. So this is our student library commons. This is where they can look up stuff. The computers are available, printing's available, and we do usually have somebody here that staffs it and looks up things for them as well. And this is the setup.
Straight out of Hollywood?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So this is the student commons. So a lot of seating available for students to get together in groups and work on stuff. This campus also has all open ceilings for engineering, so we can actually show them all of the equipment. So this is our IT services. This is Jeff, one of our IT specialists that helps our students. So this is our student common area with their lockers. We also have some vending machines for them as well, and microwaves and different things for them. So this is our teaching theater. So when we have big presentations, this is where we would actually have it. They're in cleaning mode right now, so but this is where we'd actually have our big presentations from industry when they do come in. So this is where our learning annex is, and there's actually little cubicles and stuff set up for them. Don't have access right now. They have it closed off because of COVID, but normally there is separate ones, and there's actually the learning coordinators and specialists that help right there too. So this is our outside area that we actually have for the students as well. So when the weather's nice, they can actually come out here and do studying. Sometimes we even do classes out here. And then the building right across the way as well, Marshall Davery, it's on the UNB campus. It actually has a cafeteria inside as well, that we can actually go to, more of like a smaller cafeteria. This is our back parking lot area where we typically do a lot of our surveying with our students. So we do a lot of the leveling and different stuff here as well. So this is our faculty office. 3 out of the 4 people in the office are in the engineering program. We'll just go in. So this is where our non-engineering person sits. And this is Matt here.
Hi.
And Scott's over here, working away.
Hello.
And this is my spot with all the marking.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have questions, drop me a line.